On a cold autumn morning in a small town in Texas, the sky was gray and the roads were quiet. Most people were still inside their homes, sipping coffee and starting their day. But near an old gas station on the edge of town, something unusual caught the attention of a young mechanic named Tyler. Parked beside the station was an old Harley-Davidson motorcycle, its chrome slightly faded but still shining under the dim morning light. Sitting on the bike was a very old man, thin, wrinkled, and wearing a worn leather jacket that looked decades old. Tyler walked closer, curious. "Are you okay?" he asked gently. The old man slowly lifted his head. His blue eyes were tired but kind. "I'm fine, son," he replied softly. "Just waiting." Tyler noticed the man's hands trembling slightly on the handlebars. The name patch on his jacket read Joe. "How old are you, sir?" Tyler asked carefully. The old man smiled faintly. "A 96. Tyler was shocked. A 96-year-old man sitting alone on a heavy Harley motorcycle early in the morning felt almost unbelievable. "Are you waiting for someone?" Tyler asked. Joe nodded slowly. "Yeah, my brothers." Tyler looked around. The road was empty. No one else was there. Before he could ask more questions, Joe spoke again. 50 years ago, every Sunday morning, we rode together. 50 of us. Wind in our faces. Engines loud. No worries in the world." His voice grew quieter. "And now I'm the last one left." Tyler felt a lump in his throat. Joe explained that his old biker group used to call themselves the Iron Riders. They weren't criminals or troublemakers. They were veterans, mechanics, truck drivers, and farmers who simply loved riding together. Every year on this same date, they would meet at this exact gas station and ride through the Texas countryside. But over the decades, life happened. Some moved away, some grew too old to ride, and many never made it this far. Joe looked down at his Harley and gently rubbed the gas tank. "Well, I promised the boys I'd show up every year until I couldn't ride anymore." Tyler quietly pulled out his phone and took a picture of the old man sitting on the Harley. He posted it online with a simple caption. "96-year-old biker waiting for friends who are no longer here. Respect." Within hours, the photo began spreading across social media. People shared the story across biker groups throughout Texas, then across the United States, and even into the UK. Something about the lonely old rider touched people's hearts. By noon, the quiet little gas station was no longer quiet. Tyler heard a deep rumbling sound in the distance, then another and another. Motorcycles, dozens of them. The sound grew louder as a long line of bikers rode slowly down the road toward the station. Harleys, Indians, Hondas, Yamahas, riders from everywhere. One by one, they pulled into the station parking lot. 10 bikers, 20, 30. Soon there were 50 motorcycles parked around Joe. Men and women in leather jackets stepped off their bikes and walked toward the old man with respect in their eyes. One tall biker with a gray beard removed his helmet and spoke. "Sir, we heard you were waiting for your brothers." Joe looked around, confused at first. Then he saw them. So, dozens of riders standing beside their bikes, engines ticking as they cooled, helmets under their arms. The old man's lips trembled. "You boys came for the ride?" he asked quietly. The tall biker smiled. "We did, sir." Joe's eyes filled with tears. For a moment, he couldn't speak. 50 strangers had shown up, just so an old man wouldn't have to ride alone. One biker gently placed a hand on Joe's shoulder. "Lead the way, Grandpa." Tyler helped Joe start his Harley. The engine roared to life, echoing across the parking lot. Joe wiped his eyes, took a deep breath, and slowly pulled onto the road. Behind him, 50 motorcycles started their engines at the same time, creating a thunderous sound that shook the small town. Cars stopped. People came outside their homes.